my take on the Coralee 10-kilometer open water swim, time of 1 hour 48 minutes 31.2 seconds. Today, Sunday, 4 February 2024. It happened, filming this in the Seattle, northern suburbs of Seattle, King County, Washington State, United States of America. Planet Earth, the original. Leon is joining me for this athletic performance contextualization. And Coralee swam this over in Doha, Qatar, in that approximate area. So here I talk through the Coralee 10-kilometer open water swimming race at the 2024 World Aquatics in Doha, Qatar. Time of 1 hour 48 minutes and 31.2 seconds in the final on Sunday, 4 February 2024. With his time, he achieved 9th place. I provide my take/perspective on his performance and contextualize it in terms of the meaning of times in open water and how they compare to road running, as well as the significance of the number 9 to me. Okay, so these are both timely and or bigger projects. I guess a part of a bigger project and then timely for my contextualizations. And then I'll make a general note, and I'll see if I can remember to do this throughout the championships. This is someone whose new English Wikipedia article, sometimes called New Page, I created with my username, user Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. So for the English Wikipedia articles, I'm responsible for its initial creation and a fair amount of the content there, like most of my English Wikipedia articles, at least currently. And I am filming this Sunday, 4 February 2024, the same calendar day that this race happened. So per the published results, so again, this is a World Aquatics event, and the official timekeeper is Omega Timing, so that's where I'm getting my times from, is the official timekeeper. Per the published results, it looks like a 6-lap course. I'm doing per published results, so that if you guys want to look them up, you can. Omega Timing has a website, and they have the results from a bunch of different sports that they do timing for. And have I brought that up with Jacob Ingebrigtsen before? Okay. So yeah, and there are a number of, I will also say there's a number of individuals in this race who I have created the new English Wikipedia article for. This is about him. And so he had a little bit of a variable swim, which he kind of started off around 5th in the pack and then kind of fluctuated, but he didn't fluctuate too far, but the lowest he went in ranking at any one point in the race per the check-ins was 21, and he finished in 9th. So, but it wasn't like started out ahead and then dropped back and then pulled it in at the last moment. No, he was kind of oscillated, which was kind of cool, kind of different. It's different than sometimes when I do my writing and publishing on Wikipedia, or have done specifically, people will kind of maintain about the same position in the pack and then make a move kind of thing. And this was kind of consistent, which was kind of cool. Like consistent as in like it changed throughout the race, which is different. And so yes, that's my take/perspective on his performance. Was this a little bit different? And then some people like to ask what times mean in open water swimming. And so this is actually a project when I started following swimming. Like, I'm going to follow swimming of my own initiative and the people who I want, which I've brought up with Kyle Chalmers before. I have made English Wikipedia articles for a few Kyles. Kyle Lee, and then Kyle Kothari, who's a British diver of Indian descent, like the country of India in Asia. And so this is an example of a guy who I chose for open water swimming to follow and kind of learn about how times are kept. Like, so how do the people, what is the state of the technology for taking the times? What's the degree of uncertainty in the final time? And then the technological aspect, but how does that kind of translate to road running? How does it compare? Because I'm a road runner, so maybe I should follow open water swimming because we're both funky enough aspects of our sport. We're not the mainstream cool kids. with the stadium seating and, or, you know, thousands of seating, you know, we actually got to travel, you know, kind of like distance, at least for my road running. And so the meaning of times in open water swimming and road running, one, there's more, depending on the technology, it can be just as precise as on a track or in a pool, a fancy pool. But it is a bit different how it's taken, especially on, if there's a bunch of people in a race and they're really close together, it can be difficult for the technology. And then Leon says, wait, but is it a fast time? So is it a fast time? So that actually depends entirely on the course. So if it's a lapped course, it may be faster. If it's a straightaway course, it may be faster. It depends largely on, per what I've seen for the people who do this competing, temperature of the waters and water conditions. So if a person normally swims faster in a 6 lapped approach as opposed to a straightaway open water swim, then if the water's choppy and there are currents on the 6 lapped one, they might not swim faster like they normally do. So it really depends on the swimmer. Like I'm faster at road running, but a lot of people are faster running around a track kind of thing. So it depends on the swimmer. And yes, water conditions and temperature, which is kind of water conditions. And then you could probably say external weather, like if it's calm, relatively calm water and it's raining in one and not the other, that might matter, which is actually analogous to road running as well. In road running, instead of water conditions, it'd be road conditions, like is the road wet and slippery, and then that needs to be that kind of thing. Okay, so it's first contextualization. Second one, does that appease the Leon? Yes. He's fast to me. Go, Kyle Lee. Woo! Okay. The significance of the number 9 to me. So yes, this is a project I need to start at ASAP if Sarah Sjöström competes, and I'm supposed to contextualize the number for her medal. What is the number 9? The number 9 is the number for my soccer jersey for Hillwood Soccer League. I played 9 years, so the number 9 there matters as well, the length of my soccer career. It was also my jersey and my age at some point when I was competing as part of Hillwood soccer team for the Team Dragonflies. So congratulations, Kyle Lee of Zimbabwe and Australia. So he was from Zimbabwe and then immigrated to Australia and competes for Australia. So another one, kind of like Lee Shixin, which I'll link to my 2024 World Aquatics Championships coverage playlist, which that one's in there. And he was a diver who also came to Australia and competes from Australia, from a different country. For him, it was China. So now that I've thoroughly distracted him. Oh, Kyle Lee, if you did that for me, got the 9th place. You stole my heart. Oh. Kyle Lee is a handsome man. All of the Kyles that I write about on Wikipedia, Kyle Chalmers, Kyle Lee, Kyle Kothari, Kyle Chalmers, Kyle Qatar, Kyle Lee, to do alphabetical. They're very handsome men. Okay. Which is not necessarily true of all of the people with the name Kyle. As we brought up, there was a Kyle in elementary school who liked to physically and verbally berate me. So these are the good ones. Kyle Chalmers, Kyle Kothari, and Kyle Lee, who we just talked about. Yahoo! Wikipedia! She's bringing it to YouTube. Okay, thank you for joining me. I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi. This is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi. This is my take on the Kyle Lee 10-kilometer open water swim, 1 hour, 48 minutes, 31.2 seconds from today, as of when I'm filming this anyway, for February 2024. Leon's like, what about me? Yeah.